Thank you for being with us today. I started getting a lot of emails about this story yesterday. You know, we brought up Ruth Ginsburg on the program yesterday, and people started screaming, did we cause mojo? Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg hospitalized with infection. 87 years old. They said she underwent a non-surgical treatment, and I can't say the words, but it's dealing with a gallbladder and some of these other things here, but some sort of a affection that's going on there. And so
infection.
Yeah, infection. What did I say? Affection, infection.
I didn't know you cared for Ruthie's gallbladder so much.
Well, this goes back to this. It's you and I walk a very, and I want to walk the line appropriately concerning Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
I
wish her well. She's had a great life. I wish her no ill will, but I'm with you, Bubba. If she would decide to step down and not rule on anything else, I'd be okay with that.
Rick, I don't wish anybody ill will.
No.
For the most part. And
you don't wish it.
Well, I mean,
you might not stand in the way of it.
You know, when I think about a tyrannical dictator, sometimes I do want them taken out. But
you have asked to watch the Fidel Castro ill will video over and over again.
Yeah, I could watch it 100 times and laugh hard.
Right.
When it comes to Ruth Bader Ginsburg, I hope she recovers. I hope her health is fine. But I hope and pray she never votes on another case in our country that will concern me and my children. Yeah. I am very confident in saying that.
And I agree.
I think she has done nothing but destroy our country, and I hope she never has that opportunity again. I hope she's well. I hope she has a long life. Never votes again.
Well, she's had a long life in all fairness. She's 87. Yeah, let's go back to this. All right, so can you imagine the political left in this country if Donald Trump gets to appoint another Supreme Court justice? It will. Do y'all remember the last two we went through?
Ain't gonna happen. They'll explode.
Well, they'll bring up the Biden rule, which says the president, which they stymied Obama's last pick. Remember saying he doesn't need to pick somebody right here in election time. So, but you know, again in politics, there is the they theory and the us theory. There's no way it would get through right now. I don't think.
But I'm talking about what if he gets reelected and they come back and we still got.
When I reelected, that's a whole other deal.
Right.
Yeah.
But just imagine. I
would say
just for a minute.
I would say there's a pretty good. I would say just playing the numbers here, not the personalities. I would say the next president, whoever it is, will get to fill at least one seat, maybe two.
Well, the numbers. I mean, she's 87 and she's getting sick. She's not well. So there, you just look at the lifespan of human beings, and you think that whoever's elected next will probably get to fill that seat before they're done. I mean, could she go to 91? I guess, but she's having some health issues.
Well, again, I'm just hoping she doesn't get to vote.
Right.
That's the thing she's not going to get to vote on now.
What happens when I
think you have to be there to vote.
I was about to say, what happens if I cannot physically vote and I'm a Supreme Court justice?
Well, we've had
or mentally.
We had cases when we had a vacancy where there was just 4 and 4. So unless you have 5 to something, then it doesn't pass or it doesn't go on. Everything stays like it is.
That vote just didn't. There's no vote.
You got to be able. You got to have a majority, and sometimes it's tie.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway, but she is sick, and hopefully she will recover. But as you said, Bubba, maybe if she were to decide to step down and not vote anymore, that'd be okay with us.
I hope not. I hope no more voting. I hope she's fine. No more voting.
Right. Okay. But then there's that side of me, that I always, how I love to stir. How I love to watch people just have a meltdown.
I think we just leave it at that.
No.
Make enough
nothing about that.
Anyway.
I'm just for whatever reason. Maybe she steps down. I just would.
They never step down.
I just, how I love, Sherry asked me, and Greg, we went through this with our sister. Greg and I like to aggravate children. So aggravating people is one of my favorite things.
Yeah.
To watch the left just have a conniption.
I love it.
If Trump, just a suggestion that he would get to appoint another Supreme Court justice,
they would
be entertaining
rolling
to me.
in the dirt.
It would be entertaining.
And he knows that too.
Right.
And don't think he won't suggest it.
If he please could come to the microphone today and say, of course, we're thinking about Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg. I know she's not doing well. If just and that's all he's got to say. He didn't have to say anything else. Just say that, and then because they'll read so much into that, and then if they do, you go, what? You come back. Is she not sick? Yes. Don't you think as a nation we should pray for it? Why is everybody mad at me for mentioning that? We know what you want. You said, what? You do the famous, I don't know what y'all are talking about. I'm not. Hey, then you do this when you're the famous, I'm not going to sit here and let people make this political with a woman who's sick. I'm just not going to stand here and let it happen. And then you become the high road guy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Scalia, I think Scalia had the right it was Scalia that passed away a couple of years ago.
On a hunting trip.
In a very strange series of circumstances.
Right.
But he liked Ruth.
Think about that with a headset in.
He couldn't have been more politically different than Ruthie. I doubt they ever voted on anything together. But he used to take great pleasure in being her friend. It was almost a driving Miss Daisy kind of relationship. But they used to go places together and stuff. But they wouldn't vote together to save their life, and they'd eat each other up in their opinions.
How about if she outlived him?
Oh, I know. Well,
Rick.
It was a strange set of circumstances.
She's outliving most.
I know.
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
But I'm with you guys. If she does go on in, we won't know it.
No, not until they get
It'll be Weekend at Bernie's Democrat version.